What's up guys, my name is ESO and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to get a duplicate of a unique weapon. Now I know what you're thinking, ESO, if you can get a duplicate of it, it's technically not a unique weapon. Well, you're right, but technically you should not be able to do this. Anyway, this unique weapon we can get two of is called Vlad's Lucky Dagger. And it's one of the most interesting weapons in the game. And we can get two of it. Huzzah! So after I show you how to acquire the weapons, I will then show you how to use its devastating effect to great effect. But in my opinion, these two daggers are going to be most useful to you at the start of the game when playing a dual wielding character. You can still use them later on in the game, but I'll get to that later. Okay, so if we take a look on the map, we can see Helgen just here where we start the game. And obviously we then go to Riverwood. If we come back across this lake and all the way to the end of it, you'll actually find Moss Mother's Cavern. And Falkreath is just over here if you're interested. But we're just going to walk over to this location. There's also quite a lot of treasure in this location as well.
Not sure how much longer I can hold out here. Hello? You! Over here, please, I need help. Please, do you have a potion you can spare? Thank Kinnereth for you, stranger. I'd almost given up hope of walking away from here.
Who are you?
Name's Valder. I hunt out of Falkreath. We tracked a bear to this den. Good coin for those pelts. We had the big sow cornered when they showed up. 3 of them, out of nowhere. Spriggans. Niels went down before we even knew to run. Ari died just inside. I never even thought the things were real. I may have lost a drop or two of blood. Truth is, I'm not going anywhere like this. Hurts to breathe.
So we can either heal him with a spell or we can use a potion to actually just give it to him so he can heal himself.
I just need a little to get going.
So I'm just going to give him a cheap, crappy minor healing potion here. And you guys can do the same.
Much better. Thanks, friend. I wouldn't have lasted much longer without that. But now what? I can't just walk away, not with my friends' bodies in there being torn apart by those beasts.
I understand. Let me help you.
You'd do that for a stranger? I don't know what to say. Lead on, I suppose.
Now you can just ignore him and leave him outside here, but in order to get 2 daggers and even just 1 dagger, you will have to help him. So let's venture inside Moss Mother Cavern. And I recommend you go into sneak mode, because if you're very careful, you can actually see the Spriggan just between those 2 stone columns there. There's only one in this area, for goodness sake, what are you doing, man? Stand back there. We can actually get a sneak attack on him. I recommend bringing a bow for this part of the quest. When they go in that down state, they always heal themselves. But luckily I have the 3x sneak attack damage boost, so it's going to help us out quite a bit. But you can still do this at level 1, it doesn't matter. You can do it on expert difficulty quite readily. So make sure you grab that steel mace down there if you're interested. Let's go and loot this Spriggan, because she might have a taproot for alchemy crafting. There is quite a few iron ore veins around this mine, and I'm going to point a few out to you, as well as a few other hidden sort of treasures. Oh shit, I forgot about the bear. Not to worry. Where's he gone? Where did the bear go? Oh, he ran back there. Oh, what is he doing? Why is the bear all the way back there? If we drop down here, it should come running over again. Yeah, here he comes. Now he's running over. We should be able to get a few arrow attacks on him. But once again, guys, if he does get close, just run back up here. And then if you come across this log just here, the bear can't reach you, because he's a bit of a dumb bear, to be honest. So you can just pelt him with arrows until he is dead. I do recommend sneaking through this bit though, so you can actually get some sneak attacks on him, like I failed to do because I'm an absolute plant bot. There is a coin purse here though, and a potion of stamina. There's also a orcish war axe, which is pretty useful. I think that's just a leveled axe though, so it might not be orcish for you. So when you come through here, make sure you're in sneak mode. Once again, guys. you'll see Niels, who is one of the friends that got killed. Now there are, I think, 2 Spriggans in this encampment, or maybe 3. I think there's 3. So this first one comes out of this tree just here, one comes out of that tree, and then another one comes out of that big tree. And what we want to do is we want to let Valdir get down by these Spriggans. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to activate this first Spriggan, and I'm going to run back here, and I'm going to let it attack Valdir. And hopefully it should be able to down him. We're just going to sit back here, nice and safe. As soon as he gets down, feel free to save him. You just want him to take quite a bit of damage.
You can't beat me.
Oh, hello, he's attacking me now. Get out of my way, brah. Whenever they get down, they heal themselves, so you effectively have to kill them twice. I don't know why he's focusing me. Maybe if I run away a bit here and stand behind Valdir again, he'll come back round. There we go, he's attacking him again. He's almost dead, and hopefully Valdir's quite low on health. Pretty cool kill count there, though. So let's loot this Spriggan as well. Now, the next one's going to come out of this area here. So let's walk over here. And we should be able to activate him. There he goes. He's come out of that tree trunk. And now run back to Valdir. He sometimes just walks down here and stays around this area. So we obviously want him to stop fighting that Spriggan for us. There you go, he's running back to him.
I'll see you in pieces.
Now, one thing that can help Valdir dying is for you to turn up your difficulty to legendary. Oh, for goodness sake, he's got some healing potions. He's almost down, so he should get killed by the Spriggan now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now he's down. Turn your difficulty back if you wish. And then we're just going to kill this Spriggan ourselves, so he should just switch focus onto us. And then I can take him out now. Now, what you want to do, guys, is quickly run away from Valdir. Run as fast as you can, because he's going to try and talk to you so you complete the quest. Before you go outside, you're then going to want to save the game. So make a new save, and then go outside to Skyrim. Now what you're going to want to do, guys, is equip any one-handed weapon. So I'm going to get out my... I've probably got a Blade of Woe. What else have we got? Just any dagger, so this Elven Dagger will do. I'm going to draw this, and I want to time it so when he comes out, I hit him. So just stand here and wait for him to come out. There you go, so I've hit him, and then I'm going to put my weapon away straight away.
It's done then. Justice, if you can call it that. Look, I want you to have this. I know it isn't much, but it's important to me. Ari gave me this dagger when we first started hunting together. Always said it brought her luck. You should be the one to carry it now. I'll give them a proper burial, then head back. Come find me if you're ever in Falkreath. You'll always be welcome at my door.
There you go, guys, so he's going back into the cave now, and if we open our inventory and just scroll down, we can see we've got 2 Valdir lucky daggers now. So what basically happened, guys, is that when he exited the cave, we hit him, and then he gave us the dagger, and then we put our weapon away, and then he did the dialogue, and then he gave us another dagger because he thought he hadn't given us one yet. This won't work if you don't time hitting him when he exits the cave. It's pretty easy to do, but if you do fail, just load the save that we made inside the cave, and then you can just keep on redoing it. It's relatively straightforward though. But before I show you what these daggers can do, guys, we're also going to go back into this cave, because I actually want to show you the boss chest and also a couple of like randomly leveled items you can get in this cave. So we're just going to run over here to the right, and there's a boss chest on the right up here. So obviously you just don't want to leave it behind. So Orcish Gauntlets, one-handed attacks do 30% more damage. That's really good. We can disenchant those, and also another enchanted piece of armor there. These are some randomly leveled boots that will usually just be sitting in front here. There's also a potion and a random weapon will just be here. Last time I came it was an Elven Sword, so you know, it's just completely random. But if we run down here, guys, we can actually loop around. There's some more iron ore here. I mean, oh, sorry, that's gold ore. Oh, I didn't even know there was gold ore in this dungeon. If we then jump into this pool, guys, you'll see underwater there should be... Oh, here we go. There's a random shield and a random sword or greatsword. I think it's usually a two-handed weapon, potentially an axe. But obviously, you know, if it's like a steel weapon or an elven weapon and you can get it early on in the game, you can either sell it or you can use it yourself. So it's definitely worth checking out. Now let's talk about Vladir's Lucky Dagger. It only has a base damage of 5, so it's just like a standard steel dagger. However, its enchantment has a unique effect that gives you a 25% chance to do a critical hit. And just so you know, guys, the enchantment is completely unique, so you cannot disenchant it to put it on another weapon. You also cannot add on any additional enchantments to these daggers, so you're basically stuck with a standard enchantment. But when you do a critical hit with Vladir's Lucky Dagger, you will do an additional 2.5 damage. So that's a total of 7.5 damage. My god, isn't that incredible? No, it's not. It's pretty crap, actually, to put it bluntly. And if you were thinking it is pretty crap, well, I guess you'd be right. However, when you do a critical hit in Skyrim, you actually stagger your enemy. So what you'll find is that you can repeatedly stagger your foes over and over and over and over again. And as you can see, while your foe is staggered, they cannot attack you back, and they cannot block your attacks. This means that you can just repeatedly keep on staggering them while you savagely murder them by butchering their face off with your 2 steel daggers. Now, dual power attacks with these 2 daggers are just absolutely brutal. During the power attack, you attack 3 times in a row. This usually results in your foe getting staggered, and because obviously we have 2 of these daggers, it basically guarantees that your foe... What the fuck happened to my voice? It basically guarantees that your foe will get staggered. And obviously, because the 2 daggers are so light, it doesn't take much stamina to do the power attack with them, and the power attack's also pretty fast. Vladir's Lucky Dagger shows us that the best defense is a good offense. It's one of the few weapons that provides you with an offensive defense. Kind of feel like I'm talking riddles here, but hopefully you get what I mean. To make your attacks even faster and stagger your enemies even more, you can also get the Dual Flurry perk. This virtually turns your enemy into a McFlurry. The perk's found in the one-handed skill tree, and it should be your main priority. Rank 1 of this perk gives you a 20% faster attack speed, and rank 2 gives you a 35% faster attack speed. But wait, we can make our attacks even faster by using the Elemental Fury Shout. Now, despite the description of this shout saying that it does not affect enchanted weapons, it actually, for some reason, still works on Vladir's Lucky Dagger. Lucky, I guess. But yeah, so, what does the Elemental Fury Shout even do? Well, friend, the shout will last for 15 whole seconds. 15 seconds of bloody slaughter. And during these 15 seconds, it will increase the attack speed of your attacks by 100%. So double the attack speed, basically. And you can find the locations of all 3 words of power for the Elemental Fury Shout down below in the description, guys. But just with the perks and the Elemental Fury Shout active, you should have 135% faster attack speed. The only drawback is the Elemental Fury Shout has a 50-second cooldown, which to be honest isn't actually that much of a problem, because you can reduce it very easily. The best way to reduce the shout cooldown is to use my unlimited shout build guide, which shows you how to reduce your shout cooldowns by 100%, so you can literally just sit there and spam shouts all fucking day. You can find a link to that build down below in the description. Obviously, all the dual wield power attacks do take up a lot of stamina, so if you want unlimited stamina, make sure you check out my guide in the description below, and it's very, very, very easy to do that. It's also legit. Another perk I highly recommend getting, once again in the one-handed skill tree, is the Bladesman Perk. 3 points into this perk will give you an additional 20% chance of getting a critical hit. So now in total, you'll be critical hitting your enemy 45% of the time, which means you'll be staggering them even more, which is just hilarious, and it makes these 2 daggers even more powerful. So I recommend using these 2 daggers until you get a better defensive dual weapon, such as Windshear, which is available later on in the game. And if you don't know how to get Windshear, guys, just check out the video guide in the description below, and that will show you how to get it. And if you are wondering, yes, you can use the restoration potion glitch in order to upgrade the damage of this weapon to an obscene level. And if you want to know how to do that, just check out the link below in the description to my guide. Now, I'm actually going to be creating a dual wield character build using these 2 daggers, because if you set them up right, it's actually really fun to use them, and indeed really powerful. So make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button with your face. Literally smash your face into the keyboard, and then press the small bell icon next to it, just here, and you'll then get notified as soon as that build guide comes out. I'll also link it down below in the description after it's released. But thanks again for watching me, ESO, and I will see you guys, loyal subscribers, in the next Skyrim video guide. So have a fantastic day, and goodbye!